All right, now with question 7.2 of November 2008. Question 7.2, this is a question on a sinking fund. All right, 7.2, a farmer has just bought a new tractor for 800,000 rands. He has decided to replace the tractor in 5 years' time when its trade-in value will be what? 200,000 rands. Meaning the current price of the tractor is 800,000. After 5 years, because of depreciation, its value is going to decrease from 800,000 rand to 200,000 rand. That will be now the what? The new value, the value of the what? Of the tractor. Then they say the replacement cost of the tractor is expected to increase by 8% per annum. And this is due to what? To inflation. You buy a tractor right now for 800,000. After 5 years, the value of the current tractor will be 200,000 because of depreciation. And then if you are going to replace that tractor after 5 years with a what? With a new tractor, because of inflation, the value of what? Of the new tractor is going to what? Is going to increase by 8% from 8% per annum. From what? From 800,000, meaning from the current value of 800,000, after 5 years, the new tractor is going to cost more than 800,000 due to inflation. Now 7.2.1, the farmer wants to replace his present tractor with a new one in 5 years' time. The farmer wants to pay cash for the new tractor after trading in his present tractor for 200,000 rand. How much will he need to pay? Meaning the farmer has a tractor right now that costs 800,000. After 5 years, his tractor will now be costing what? 200,000 because of inflation. Not inflation, but rather what? Depreciation. It is going to lose value. Then after 5 years, he's going to need to replace what? The tractor that is having, of which it now costs what? 200,000 rand in 5 years' time after it was bought. But then for him to buy a new tractor, he needs to take what? Inflation into consideration, to say his tractor of 800,000, the new one after 5 years is going to cost what? More than 800,000, meaning it is going to increase by 8% per annum. Then how much will he need to pay? Therefore, this is what we call now the what? The sinking fund. The sinking fund is money that in this case the owner of the tractor will put aside so that after 5 years he has this money to what? To replace the current tractor. Meaning each and every month he will say, okay, fine, in 5 years' time, this is the money that I'm going to need to replace the what? The tractor. That is the sinking fund. Sinking fund will be equals to what? Will be equals to the new price of the tractor minus the scrap value of the tractor. The scrap value being the what? The value of the tractor after depreciation has taken place. The scrap value. So for us to get this amount sinking fund, we need to calculate the new price. We already have the what? The scrap value. The scrap value is the value after depreciation has taken place. So our scrap value here, we're given that it is 200,000 rands. And now we need to find the new price. The new price will be what? It will be the price of the tractor after 5 years, taking into consideration what? Inflation, which will be what? An increase by 8% per annum. Therefore, we use the compound increase formula, P1 plus I to power n. The current price of the initial amount, which is the current price of the tractor, is 800,000. 1 plus I. The interest will be what? The interest, it is what we are given, that the replacement cost of the tractor is expected to increase by 8% per annum. Therefore, 0,08. Take note that inflation is always calculated using the what? The compound increase. Therefore, we do not divide by anything here. It is not per annum compounded monthly or quarterly. It's just what? 8% per annum. Therefore, our end there will be for how many years? For 5 years. Then we just say 5. Then from there, the new price will be 1175,462,46. Therefore, our sinking fund will be how much? Will be the new price 1175,462,46 minus the scrap value, which is 200,000, and this gives us 975462,46. Therefore, the owner of the tractor will need 975,462 rand and 46 cents to replace the tractor in 5 years time. Now 7.2.2, 1 month after purchasing his present tractor, the farmer deposited X rands into an account that pays interest at a rate of 12% per annum compounded monthly. He continued to deposit the same amount at the end of each month for a total of 60 months, meaning now they are what? Regular deposits. Therefore, we are dealing with a future value annuity. At the end of the 60 months, he has exactly the amount that is needed to purchase the new tractor. What amount is that one? Is the sinking fund amount, 975462,46. Calculate the value of X. Okay, 7.2.2, we've already identified that we need the formula F is equals to X multiplied by 1 plus I to power n minus 1 all divided by I. And then from there, F is what? The amount that the tractor will need, which is the sinking fund, 9754,974,62,46 will be equals to X. That's what we need to calculate. 1 plus, and then the interest, they said the interest here is what? 12% per annum compounded monthly. Therefore, I 0,12 divided by 12 to the power of, and then n, how many deposits is going to make? They say at the end of each month for a total of 60 months. So our n there will be what? Will be 60. Then we have minus 1 all divided by our I 0,12 all divided by 12. And then use of calculator to calculate for X, 9754,62,46 multiplied by 0,12 divided by 12, and then the answer that you get divided by the square bracket, which is 1 plus 0,12 over 12 all to the power of 60, and then minus 1. Then X will be getting 11,943,999 to 2 decimal, rounding off to 2 decimal places, we get 11944,00. Then that will be the value of X.